This video will be about lactate and lactic acid and about how to extend your life expectancy with fermented milk. So, as always, I recommend you to download presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. Then you will get to the sources of information, and I remind you that I am not a medical professional. I am a scientist, and with PhD in physics and mathematics, at least I can think logically. And what I do it as it is part of my skills. I do a literature review, and then I make some conclusions, and then after this I try to check it in experiments, and I do some trials with my own body, and then probably sometimes it works, sometimes not. So if it works for me, it maybe not work for you. So make your own research. Let's go. So in my videos I share a unique perspective on aging that differs from what most researchers believe. I see the human body as a complex system of cells supported by bones, cartilage, and fibers. As we get older, changes happen in our bodies that can cause problems. Elastin fibers that give our tissues elasticity get replaced by stiffer collagen fibers. In their turn, these collagen fibers get linked or cross-linked together, making tissue even stiffer. This makes it harder for immune cells and stem cells to move around and to do their jobs of body maintenance. Blood flow is also reduced, cutting off oxygen and nutrient supply to tissues. A lack of oxygen causes cells to produce excess of lactate, setting off a chain of reactions of harmful effects like inflammation and fibrosis. Tissues become hypoxic, acidic, and increasingly stiffer. This vicious cycle eventually leads to organ failure and death. This is my vision of aging. It is much different from what you will find in from other people, and therefore I propose I propose other ideas, other ways to rejuvenate your body and to live forever young. It is possible, in my opinion. So in my opinion, the root cause of aging is a chronic lack of oxygen in body tissues, which develops over time. Without enough oxygen, cells switch from normal respiration to glycolysis, producing excess lactic acid and its anion lactate. While less efficient than respiration, glycolysis supports the high energy demands of abnormal cells, like cancer cells and cells infected with viruses. Lactate also shields them from immune response of our body. Also long considered as waste product, lactate is now recognized as a potent signal molecule that has beneficial roles in wound healing, muscle growth, exercise performance, and more via anti-inflammatory effects and influencing gene activity. However, this does not tell the whole story. The digestive system also plays a big role. More than 80% of our immune cells are located around the digestive tract, which is crucial for protecting our body from pathogens. Consuming of proteins is crucial for the production of antibodies and immune cells, not only for maintenance of our proteins in the body, but again, immune cells need proteins. Also, digestive enzymes also need proteins. A lack of protein in the diet or compromised protein digestion can weaken the immune system, lead to muscle and bone weakness, and contribute to fatigue and loss of energy in old age. As we age, we make fewer digestive enzymes to break down food properly. Low stomach acidity also makes it harder to fully digest proteins. Undigested proteins get to the colon, used as food by pathological bacteria, and can spark inflammation or so-called leaky gut syndrome, allowing the entering of toxins and these pathogens into the blood. This can kick off autoimmune diseases like arthritis, multiple sclerosis, or diabetes type 1. Plant proteins are in general harder to digest than animal proteins, and protease inhibitors in plants compromise the digestion of proteins even further. So consumption of plant-based foods may be a cause of inflammation in the gut. plant-based proteins like gluten and lectins can damage the gut lining and lead to leaky gut syndrome, and so it is increased gut permeability, and increased gut permeability enables bacteria, toxins, harmful substances, and undigested proteins to enter the bloodstream, where the immune system sees them as foreign and attacks the body's own tissues. So if it is some foreign protein goes somewhere and attached to your tissues, to your body tissues, then immune system may attack own cells, because it cannot recognize that it is the same as that your body cell. This causes chronic inflammation underlying many age-related diseases, as imbalanced gut microbiome further disrupts immune function. Okay, so it is go further because our immune system gets overloaded with all these dangers. Overall, compromised protein digestion along with the leaky gut syndrome accelerates aging. So, what is my proposal? I'm moving, my ideas moving further and further to some special diet, special way of rejuvenation, which is much different from what you can find on internet. So it is important to note that many medical professionals believe that consuming milk may lead to shorter lives, pardon for this noise, to shorter lives and an increased risk of mortality. They suggest replacing dairy products with plant-based protein sources like tofu and lentils and other beans. Advocates of a vegetarian diet often cite publications in peer-reviewed journals to support their claims. They argue that switching from a plant-based diet to consuming that meat, eggs, raw milk, poultry, dairy, and fish significantly increases mortality compared to following a vegetarian or balanced diet. This is ridiculous, but again, I'm a professional scientist. I know how to read scientific publications. So if you rely on scientific publications without an idea, without experience to work with it, you can find evidence for any idea, wrong or right idea. But again, I have experience, I'm a professional scientist, I know what to do, I know how to distinguish the correct results from some flaws. So it is again, I do it for myself. I'm not getting any support, I'm not getting any benefits, while the people who publish scientific publications, they mostly get support from the government or universities or some companies producing food. So you have to be careful about what they publish. You have to distinguish truth from lies. So, okay, these medical professionals attribute most of the negative effects to lactose, a disaccharides of glucose and galactose. So again, if you watched my previous video, and there is a link to presentation, I discussed how galactose injections can cause inflammation and accelerate aging in mice. It is true, it is so, yes, in mice. But however, for humans, lactose intake actually reduce inflammation. Actually, it is absolutely necessary, okay? So if you take only galactose and if you make injections of galactose, yes, you will get accelerated aging. But itself, lactose as disaccharide is beneficial for your health. Okay, look at this man. This is man. They are proponents of this vegetarian diet, and you can find click on this picture and you will get to publications, you will get to YouTube videos, and then this what they are pressing, that what they are proposing, that milk drinkers live shorter life on average. Nonsense. But nevertheless, okay, this guy is Michael Greger, and he is 51 years old. Look at him. I'm 67. My appearance is so, I would be so much ashamed in my age of 67 to look like him. Absolutely ashamed. But okay, whatever. It is his choice. I'm not pressing on anybody to follow my way of dieting and my way of exercises. Okay, whatever. So he is a proponent of this plant-based diet, and with stronger position to animal-derived food products. He published some books with hundreds and hundreds links to scientific publications that are like proving that he is right. Okay, again, you go to sites of with scientific publications like academia.edu or ResearchGate, and then you will get thousand publications. But you have to be careful. You need experience to understand what you're looking for, what is the truth. Okay, again. So my research aims not only to improve health but also achieve a radical life extension. I'm talking about few hundred years, maybe 1,000 years. Okay. While I respect the views of proponents of the carnivore diet, and I actually till now I follow carnivore diet, but much modified. Okay, much modified. So I believe that it is not optimal approach. Inside of the carnivore diet, you can deviate little bit from the mainstream, from the people what propose. For example, the digestion of fatty beef, often touted as excellent source of protein and fat, but problem. So who is proposing this? Relatively young people with good digestion. But digestion of this fatty beef is energy and resource intensive. Furthermore, as people age, their ability to produce gastric juice with high acidity and digestive enzymes like proteases decreases. It is a fact, unfortunately. So it is, even if you follow my way, it takes time and years to get your body and rejuvenated and to improve digestion of proteins. So, and even then, my idea is you have to follow special diet, which is it is for rejuvenation, because people who follow a strict carnivore diet, they don't live too long, maybe 10-20 years longer than normal people, who are on some mixed diet. But I'm talking again about hundreds and hundreds years of longevity. Okay, this is much different. So the compromised digestion leads to difficulties in breaking down proteins into amino acids, resulting in that undigested meat being used by pathogens in the colon to produce harmful substances like ammonia and 3-methylamine. This is, so you follow this recommendation of this much respected people who give you advice in that to follow carnivore diet. It is for young people, it is the best. Okay, even if it is like 50 years old, it is the best. But yet again, it is not the way to get radical life extension. So and then these toxins which are produced, especially ammonia and 3-methylamine, that it leads to chronic inflammation, leaky gut syndrome, and increased susceptibility to pathogens. Okay, bacteria can go through this leaky gut and to your bloodstream, and then you will get all diseases related to aging. So in my opinion, as individuals age, they should shift towards easily digestible sources of proteins and fats. Of course, it is animal-based sources of protein and fats, but yet it is, again, it is not plant-based. I don't recommend anything from plants, but yet it is some subdivision of carnivore diet which is adapted, and with amino acids and as supplements, etc. So increased consumption of dairy products could be a solution. This is what I propose. Again, this is my idea. It takes time to prove it, to check what I am doing now, and I'm quite happy. And and interesting that, again, what even proponents of the carnivore diet, they say stay away from raw milk, stay away from especially milk which is low fat milk. Okay, guys, not so. I'm special. Okay, I do my own way. Okay, I do my own way. So milk proteins, especially whey proteins, should be prioritized. Should be your priority. This what I do. Whey proteins, again, why? Because I am moving in the directions and to adapt my diet as close as possible to human breast milk. Human breast milk is the way to consume in old age. Okay, this is the way. You want to be healthy like a baby. You want be with skin, elastic skin, and yeah, you have to you have to drink milk, or I mean, you have to adjust your diet that it will be as close to breast milk as possible. This is my idea. Okay, so short chain fatty, medium chain fatty acids, which are in milk a lot, which are a source of energy for babies, may also be beneficial for elderly. If it is not enough, you can take more butter. Okay, if it is whole milk, but you think it is not enough fat, okay, eat butter. Good quality butter is much recommended. Additionally, short chain fatty acids you need again for babies. Babies are producing the short chain fatty acids. This is again, 80% of your immune system tries to keep you alive, tries to keep you healthy, and how to and to stop this invasion of this pathogen bacteria and proteins, etc. So how to do it? You need short chain fatty acids produced by beneficial bacteria in the colon. They are essential for maintaining a healthy and permeable epithelium layer in our guts. I was already talking about this, but in a longer version of this presentation, you will see a little bit more development of this idea. So, okay, it is to prevent invasion of the pathogens. Okay. Newborn babies receive up to 10 grams of lactose per kilo of body weight. Okay, I'm 74, 75 kilo my body weight. So imagine I have to get 750 grams of lactose per day. It is actually impossible. Okay, I mean, lactose is good. I mean, again, these proponents of this vegetarian diet, or proponents of strict carnivore diet, they say, stay away from lactose. Lactose is bad. Lactose ignites inflammation. Lactose is accelerate agent. No true. Okay, not truth. It is not true. It is, again, lactose. We need lactose. Okay, but again, you have to little bit adjust it, and you have to think how to use it smart way. But again, if babies are consuming so much lactose, there is a purpose in it, okay? Nature is, everything makes for purpose. And if babies are getting lactose, and production of lactose is not easy by women, the breastfeeding women, it takes a lot of resources, a lot of energy. So why they produce lactose instead of just glucose, okay? But they produce lactose and I made a video before about lactose, so you can follow that video to understand better. We need lactose, okay, guys? Okay, lactose works. Don't worry. Drinking milk, whole milk, and or even consuming fructose with whey proteins, no problem. It is working quite well. And this is why carnivore diet, they say, okay, you have to take proteins and fat from animals, from animal sources, but no sugar. Lactose is sugar. They say, okay, lactose is sugar, out. So no milk with lactose. Pardon me. It is, again, you follow carnivore diet, you will be healthy, okay, but you will live maybe to 100 years, no, even if you're lucky, 120 years, but not 200, not 500, not 1,000 years, okay? So difference, big difference from what I'm talking about and other people. I am different, okay? Am I true or not? We will see, but for now it works. For now I'm quite happy. I consume this whey proteins with lactose and add it to my food, and I feel better, strength up, and the endurance is up. And what is even more important, it is my happiness is up. My feelings are, better than only on carnivore diet. If I was already explaining that if I was following strict carnivore diet with up to 1 kilo of meat and some eggs per day, I was stuffing myself with this protein, and in my age 67, it didn't help to grow muscles. It didn't help. As soon as I included dairy products and whey protein, etc., I see the result. I see the result that everything go up. So it is, again, you have to be smart and understand what do you want. Okay, but furthermore, consuming fermented dairy product can be further, can be even better. They can enhance these benefits. Okay, I will explain why. Because of lactic acid. It is not lactose can be used by beneficial bacteria to produce lactic acid and lactate. But if you consume fermented dairy product like kefir or fermented milk, it's even better because you are getting both prebiotics and probiotics. You get probiotics like bacteria, beneficial bacteria, and you will get food for this beneficial bacteria all together. Or you can even add a little bit more to the fermented milk. You can add more lactose and or lactulose. And I tried this lactulose because it is exactly like works as prebiotic. Yes, it's so it is not digested. I have a little bit problem with lactose that I'm lactose tolerant, and I can, if I drink milk or something, then I can digest lactose. This is not very good. I'm a little bit afraid because that's insulin and glucose level can go up. I didn't measure it, but I see from the literature that it is not a danger actually, because lactose is works the same like stable resistant carbohydrates. It is kind of resistant carbohydrates, not exactly, but it is not giving this peak, high peak of glucose level if you consume sugar, or if you consume fructose, and you will have this large peak of insulin and large peak of glucose level. But with lactose it is not so. Strange enough, but it is so. Okay, lactose is actually healthy. Okay, healthy. Okay, so if you will download my presentation, you will see all these files and long description why I do this and that, and then again, this is idea. This is my idea, and I see that, for example, drinking fermented milk after exercise, and it helps to grow muscles. It is better. Or you can use this Greek yogurt with milk and as a source of lactates, or this lactic acid with salts of lactic acid, and together with beneficial bacteria. This can be recommended. No problem. It is so good. But then many experiments when the consumption of oral consumption of lactates is good for on mice. You see in how mice were growing muscles. It is so much better. And even you can combine some lactate with caffeine, or lactate with also with betaine, okay, whatever. So you have to try. It is not very well researched area because of this. Because people are scared to use lactose, scared the lactic acid and lactates. They have like bad name, and the people don't understand how they work. But actually, it is very important signal molecule, and so I'm trying. It helps to keep your skin healthy. It helps to rejuvenate, or I mean not rejuvenate, but the cure some wounds, and then wound healing will be work better. Okay, the lactic acid is good. And again, from history, Queen Cleopatra, she was basing in sour goat milk, and sour goat milk have lactates and have this middle chain fatty acids, which are also very good for skin. Okay, so lactic acid is working. It is also good for peeling of skin. It is not getting very deep, but you can remove pigment spots on your skin, but if you use it regularly. So it is only 5-10% solution. Use it regularly, no problem. And so again, it works. But you want to be like this man? Okay, with all due respect, he can do whatever. But look at him, 51 years old. Oh my God! Oh my God! I am 67 and I am kind of a local celebrity because people are just surprised that I'm swimming in fins for 2 hours, or I'm cycling like crazy, so quick that now that even motorbike can go. I mean, I go as quick as motorbike sometimes. Okay, not the best motorbike, but okay. But yet I can do 30 kilometers per hour, even more, no problem. Okay, so again, just one example. You see, in previous videos I was explaining that if you measure blood pressure, then you can estimate your biological age. It is easy, it is safe, it is you can do it every day. And if you change something, like you change your exercises or you change your diet, you will see, not instantly, but you will see in a week or two, you will see the result. So this, and the only, I should say, if you do some relatively intense cardio exercise, you need a day of rest to measure this blood pressure, because if you check just next morning, like I do sometimes morning, I check pressure, and I see that if I didn't have a resting day, then my blood pressure little bit up, little bit, no, I mean a little bit above from this level, like 102 to 70 or 100 to 70, it's about, yeah. But you see a little bit heartbeat rate, little bit like 53 instead of 50 or instead of 84. And this systolic pressure little bit like 110 instead of 102. But again, it is just estimation, give you an idea that if you go intense exercise, especially if it is resistant exercise, you get inflammation inside, because this how your muscles grow. You need inflammation. You have to break your muscles, muscle cells, and then they will recover, and then inflammation gives you a little bit higher blood pressure, because blood should supply nutrients and oxygen to these broken muscle cells, and then your muscle grow. So it is, but again, you can estimate, and then you see this pulse pressure. It is systolic pressure minus diastolic pressure. In my youth, 18 years old, I was about 30. Below 30, maybe 25, it's like 100 to 80, maybe 105 to 80, sometimes 110 to 80. This was my pressure, it's systolic and diastolic. So, and heartbeat rate was about 40, 42, like this, but I was really in good physical shape. I tried to recover, I tried to regenerate my body to this my youth, to this level. But it goes. So you check your blood pressure. It is in Thailand, it is maybe six maximum $6 with delivery. So it is easy to check, and better to have it and try to use it. Okay. So this is my advice. And again, you see this sources of information. You can do your own research. And if you want to support my research, at least the minimum what you can do is press like and bell buttons, can ask questions, because again, I'm a scientist, but I always work with students, and if students are smart, they ask smart questions, and if they ask good questions, it is motivates me go deeper to the subject, and actually it is very good help to do scientific research, because scientific research, it is to discover something new. If I don't repeat what other people tell you, okay, I don't do it. I go my own way. I am scientist. I'm looking for truth, for some secrets of nature, and nature gives me clear idea that to live 10, 20 times longer, you have to follow the same diet what you was getting and as a newborn baby. Okay, newborn baby getting the same diet which can extend your longevity 10, 20 times longer. Okay, this is this idea. But okay, if you already in old age, you need recovery, you need rejuvenation, it is other story. It is much more difficult. So it is better from your birth to and childhood to older age to adults, and to follow this good diet. But people in our society is almost impossible. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.